30 Players in 30 Days, a service of David Weekly Homes. David Weekly Homes is in Aggieland and in Castlegate, too, in South College Station. Learn more about building the Weekly way. Go to davidweeklyhomes.com. Number 22 on our 30-show countdown and breakdown of the top 30 players on the A&M roster. Number 22 is a punter, Shane Tripucka. You knew he'd be on the list. Had a nice year last year. It's just a matter of where you put a punter. It's a hard thing. It's an orange and all these apples trying to rank the best football players, and where do you put the punter? But had a nice year last year, OB, junior from Allen High School. What do you think of Shane Tripucka?
Well, I think, first of all, if you rank these guys based on how they produce and how they perform at their specific position, then he'd be a lot higher. In fact, he'd be a top 10 guy.
Right.
But do you put a top 10 guy, a guy that maybe plays 5 or 6 plays a whole game, and you hope he doesn't play that much? That said, I thought he was a very effective punter. He did things, and I'll let you talk about it later, but he did things other punters just don't do. Is he the guy that just booms the 60-yarder off? No, he's not that guy, even though he has that ability on him. I think he's very good at he punts for a nice average. He doesn't have a lot returned. It seems, if my memory serves right, he has the ability to kill a lot of punts. The one thing he needs to do, and I bet you he would tell you this too, just needs to be more consistent on the distance. He might hit 150-something yards, the next might be 35. Just a little more consistency on the distance, but everything else about him is very strong.
The roster online actually says junior, but though he didn't play in 2014 as a freshman, I believe he is a senior because he did get here in 2013. So would be a senior, Shane Tripucka, number 22. What he did was pretty spectacular. In fact, and I don't even know if there's a way to find this online or anywhere, and who keeps up with stuff like this? Very few people. But Shane Tripucka had 69 punts last year. He had 27 punts inside the 20. He hit 16 punts over 50 yards. And here's the kicker. He didn't have a touchback last year. 69 punts, no touchbacks. Part of that's got to be luck. But part of it, you just got to get just accidentally you're going to bomb one out of the back of the end zone, right? But it's also what they're trying to do with their hold and their drops these days. Right. They're working on this stuff hours every single day. And when it comes to killing a ball inside the 10, inside the 5, he's as good as I've seen at it. He's really good at it.
Absolutely. And yeah, you're right. There's some of it is luck, but when it happens that consistently, as it does with him, then at some point you have to say, you know what, that guy's he's got a knack. And he does.
His best punt didn't even count last year. Can't even remember the game. It was an Ole Miss or LSU late, and the ball, it was a bomb like 50 yards. Remember that? It hit at the 1 and went, sideways. It hit like at the hash mark and took like 4 hops and went out of bounds at the 1. A complete sideways hop, but I think there's somebody offside.
Right. I mean, he's a remarkable that he has the ability to do that. Hopefully he can keep that up. Again, you just mentioned 16 punts. Did you say 16 over 50 yards?
Yeah, I mean 16 over 50.
But every now and then there was was it Tennessee? He shanked one. Or maybe shanked was too. Maybe shanked is too strong.
Pretty close. He went about 29 yards or something like that.
You know, but so he just needs to get a little more consistency, and he would tell you that. I don't know. I haven't talked to him, but I do believe that he would say, that's the issue I have, but last year was his first year as the full-time punter. You expect some things like that. We've grown a little bit spoiled here in College Station from seeing guys that can really boom it.
Absolutely.
So there are certain standards that we've seen here that he reaches on sometimes, and maybe we expect you to just be good all the time. So maybe we got too spoiled. But
do you want to be punter you? A&M is punter you.
It used to be Colorado. Hey, you know what?
Exactly.
It doesn't bother me because that's one of those positions you don't realize how important they are till you don't have one.
Right.
And I'm glad that they have one. Mm-hmm. And if he can continue to be so adept at having the ball, I don't care about being killed inside the 5. If you continuously keep the other team inside the 20,
yes.
If you got a punter that can do that, you have a valuable weapon. And hopefully he can continue to be that guy. The thing I would look for from him is, hey, when it's late in the game or any time in the game and you're punting from like inside your own 30, I would look for that guy that can consistently get it 40 to 45 yards downfield.
Yeah.
Love the 50, 55, 60-yard punt. Hate the 30, the 30-yarder. So just be that guy that can be more consistent, and then you have a guy that like I said, is a great weapon.
Under Armour All-American as a senior. I don't know if he lost many games at all there at Allen High School. I think he's a couple years older than Murray and that whole group that went undefeated 3 straight years, but played on one of those state championship teams and was an Under Armour All-American. You think walk-on, you're like, okay, we'll see what this guy's got, but a lot of punters are walk-ons, you know.
Yeah,
and at that time, Drew Kaiser still had a couple of years left, and you just don't spend 2 of your 85 scholarships at the same time on scholarship players. But give this guy credit. Going into last year, he earned himself a scholarship. He was awarded a scholarship, and then he went out and validated it all last year. And he's going to change numbers, OB, to number 18. If you know anything about that last name, Tripucka, you know they're a heck of a coaching playing family. And his grandfather, Frank, played at Notre Dame, played 15 seasons as a professional in the NBA in basketball. And I believe was also a coach too. But when he wore number 18. And so Shane, in his final year at A&M, is switching from 46 to 18 to honor his grandfather, Frank.
See, I did not realize that his grandfather went to.
I'm sorry, he played
no,
football.
I thought it was Pittsburgh.
Football.
See, I thought it was Pittsburgh. I didn't know it was Notre Dame. I knew his uncle, I guess it was Kelly, was
right.
a big time scorer in basketball at Notre Dame.
Absolutely.
And
played
then
for the Hornets.
NBA.
Good. Yeah, he played 10 years in the NBA. I had that messed up. Frank played football at Notre Dame, and then 15 seasons as a professional in football.
Yeah. So good bloodlines in that family, and he's he's a punter that has the ability to punt professionally.
Yes.
Again, the only thing that he needs to do is just improve his consistency, and if he can do that, he'll be a great asset for Texas A&M as he was last year.
Mm-hmm.
But he'll make money kicking the ball.
I'm reading this bio while we're talking about him here. I didn't realize this. The grandfather, Frank, wore number 18 for the Denver Broncos.
Oh.
He's in their Ring of Honor. And so a certain quarterback, when he got to Denver, asked Frank Tripucka for permission to wear his number 18. And that certain quarterback happens to be maybe one of the greatest ever, or maybe the great. But Peyton Manning asked, and with permission from Frank Tripucka, wore number 18. So that's pretty cool.
He obviously wore 18. I think it's cool that Frank Tripucka says, "Yeah,
of
I
course.
want my number out there."
No doubt.
You know, some guys are.
They want it to die on the vine.
No, want to see it out there. I want people saying, "Hey, that's the first guy to wear that number since Frank Tripucka."
That's right. Absolutely. That's
so and you know what? I love the players say, "I want to wear my grandpa's number."
Yeah. Dad played football at Boston College, so it's a heck of a football and sporting family here. Chris Tripucka and Kelly are brothers, and so it's a good family.
I
good
guess the only
bloodlines,
question
good punter.
I have is why does he just punt?
He's a pretty good athlete.
Sounds like he should be playing basketball or playing quarterback.
The world's his oyster. He dates a Cowboys cheerleader. This guy's got it going on. Yeah, he does.
Well, I don't need to hear anything else.
And now he's the new holder at A&M, so he got that going too.
And you know what? That's another one of those jobs that you don't think about. It's very important.
Yep.
Until you don't think about it until you don't have one.
Exactly right. Exactly right. So number 22, there's where we put the punter. Agree or disagree on that? Number 22 on the list, Shane Tripucka. 30 players in 30 days, a service of David Weekly Homes. Go to davidweeklyhomes.com.